Hey everybody, it's Rico Go, and in this video I'm going to talk about why I left Germany on my own and why this was one of the best decisions in my life. I'm going to talk about why I chose Cyprus as a country to live in, even though I was considering many other countries, and I was even living in Bali for half a year. So definitely make sure to watch this video until the end, and let's go! So let's start a little bit with my story. I was born and raised in Germany, and I left the country right after Abitur, which is the German high school. And I moved to Bali for half a year, where I built my business and scaled my business. I did a lot of great connections and networking right there in Bali, because there were a lot of people that were interested in the same things as me, and that is basically online marketing. Bali was a great country to live in the beginning because it is very cheap, and I learned a lot of things there, but somewhen I wanted to move back to Germany and back to Europe. Back in Germany, I quickly realized that I wanted to live abroad again, because of the reasons that I'm going to talk to you in a minute, and I researched other countries. I had some friends that were already living here in Cyprus, and they talked about how awesome and great Cyprus is, so I was looking up Cyprus a little bit more. I flew to Cyprus and I checked out the country, and I really loved it. I fell in love immediately, and I joined a Facebook group, and there were people talking about Cyprus and helping other people to move here. So 2 years ago I actually moved to Cyprus, and now I'm living here since then. I'm working on 2 companies here. I have a lot of friends here, business partners, and I'm doing YouTube on the side, and if you like it, you can of course subscribe to this channel. But now let's talk about the actual reasons on why I left Germany. The first reason is the actual mindset of German people. Now don't get me wrong, of course I'm German as well, but I always felt like my way of living and thinking is quite different than the people around me. This started in school and grew with every day. I was always interested in adventures, positivity, and creating my own life, such as doing my own business and doing awesome things that are not average. And I felt like my creativity and potential was held up in Germany, because I have an example, and I wanted to create my own business in Germany, and many of my friends, parents, and even teachers said that it's not possible and that I should do something normal, like studying right after school or starting your working career. People in Germany were generally very pessimistic about my goals and visions and what I wanted to do. They thought more about what could go wrong instead of thinking what will happen if it works out. And I can definitely understand that, but in my opinion, I believe that I can achieve anything that I want when I really want it. And I really wanted to do something extraordinary. I really wanted to see the world and start something on my own. So I thought to myself, I will give it a shot. I will just travel abroad and start my own business. And if it doesn't work out, I can start doing the normal road even in 2 to 3 to 4 years from now, because I will not be 60 years old and tell to myself, okay, why didn't I start working with 21 years old but with 25 years old. The risk-reward ratio is also so lucrative doing your own thing, because the downside is, okay, you spent 3 years doing something that you love and you at least tried it, but the upside is that you can succeed, you can start your own business and actually grow something big, become a YouTuber, have your own company, agency, basically anything you want, and that is very individual to you. I also wanted to meet other people from other countries, cultures, with optimistic mindsets, and people that are successful in what they are doing, and the people that I basically always saw on social media and the internet in general. But in my small village in Germany, no one was like that. Just a small circle of friends were thinking a little bit like me, and they also of course do their own thing. But the perfect example is going into a cafe in my country in Germany, in my village in Germany, is like you only talk about politics, about this problem, that problem. While on the other hand, when I was in Bali in a cafe, everybody was talking about their visions, about their goals, what I wanted to talk about in Germany, but no one really cared about it. And that is a very big reason why I wanted to live abroad, especially in hotspots for digital nomads, because there like-minded people are all around you and you can just grow together instead of talking about things that will draw you down, your energy down, and that don't really bring you forward in life. Generally, I think there are more opportunities abroad than in Germany, in my village at least. Maybe there are other bigger cities, but I didn't live in those. And that is a very big reason why I wanted to move out. The second reason why I wanted to move out is the stressed lifestyle in Germany. I always felt stressed and forced to do the next step in Germany, like going kindergarten, school, studying, working, and then you know what happens after that. But of course this is important, and I have a very strict work plan and workflow in my business as well, but I didn't want to be put into a box about what other people tell me to do. I really think everybody needs some time to find out what they really want in life and why they are here, especially young kids. They shouldn't just listen, in my opinion, to teachers, parents, friends, what they think is good for them, but they actually need some time on their own to find out, to do and to try some things out, and then do what they really love. And that is exactly what I did in Bali. So I just flew to Bali and I listened to my true self without someone or anyone bending me, giving their color to my life vision, just being my true self, listening to myself, journaling, and then finding myself. And this helped me so much that I was able to get a very clear, crystal clear mindset about what I want and where I want to go. Coming back to the stressed lifestyle in Germany, I also realized that people in Germany, when you just walk on the streets and public streets or going grocery shopping, you see that people are obviously tensed, and you see that in their body posture as well as in how they behave. I saw many times people that obviously needed help, for example an elderly person or something like that, but people just walked past them, and I didn't really like that. I thought to myself, why can someone be so egoistic that you just walk past someone that obviously needs help just because you have an appointment or something? Here in Cyprus, on the island, people are relaxed. You see that in their body posture as well as in how they interact with each other. People love to talk here. It's not just a small talk, hey, how are you, good, bye, and I don't really care about you, but here it is more talking, deep conversations. Not that I want to talk with every person that I meet, but when I see someone that obviously needs help, I spend 1 minute with them and just talk to them or give something to them that I have, because I myself, I feel good when I do that. I really generously want to help people, and I want to be around other people that want to do the same, because I think good people around you make you a better person as well. I think this has a lot to do with the general situation of an individual. And because people in Germany just blindly follow what other people tell them, I think they are not really truly happy from within, and this causes some chronic unhappiness because they don't follow their own passion, and that is why they show this unhappiness to other people. And bad energy attracts bad energy, and this just creates a momentum of stress and basically tension. But yeah, talking about something else that I experienced in Germany is that people in Germany are very easy to offend. So you really have to be careful about what you say, otherwise they will be unhappy with you, or they just even sometimes be very aggressive with you, even though you didn't mean it in a mean way, but you just wanted to say something. And that is something that I realized in Germany, because people in Germany, they love drama. They love gossiping and having this negative energy in their life and talking with their neighbors about it and talking about how bad this person is, how bad that person is. And when they talk about other people, they don't realize that when they show their back, maybe this person also talks about them with someone else and talking about how they are bad, or just things that I don't want to be involved in. Of course, this is not for everyone in Germany. This is just something that I experienced myself, and there are obviously also places in Germany, people in Germany that are not like that. I'm just saying that it is more likely in Germany to happen something like that, because here in Cyprus, even though I live here for more than 2 years now, I don't really experience things like that. It might be like that, it's just my opinion. So sit back and relax and just talk. Let's just talk about my experience and what I think will happen or could happen to you as well. Every country obviously has its own flaws and problems and disadvantages, as well as advantages and good things. So in the end, it depends on your own situation and what you want. But when I walk through the streets, I want to see more smiling faces than depressed and sad faces. And I think that, as I already said, you are a mixture of the people around you. Even though you don't interact with them, you become the people that are around you. And this is like a momentum. And within the past few years, when I moved out of Germany, I just feel an increase of happiness, positivity, productivity and success. And I don't think that this can be a coincidence, because I obviously decided to move out of Germany, and therefore I enjoy more of the good things that I want in my life. So let's talk about the next thing that I didn't really like in Germany, and that is the bureaucracy. Before I start talking about this topic and before people get offensive about it, just realize that I'm a 23-year-old young kid that just talks about his experiences. So it's not a political video. I don't have any bad intentions about this whole thing. I just want to share my experiences, so you can definitely relax and just listen to what I'm saying. You know that I wanted to create a company in Germany because I was selling, offering marketing services, and therefore I obviously needed a company in order to be able to send invoices to my clients. And I just found this process of incorporating a company so complex and unnecessarily complicated that it was almost impossible to do it without legal assistance. And at the same time, legal assistance is very expensive in Germany. So I was in this place where I couldn't actually start with my business because I didn't have the financial resources, but I really wanted to do something, so I felt stuck. Also, my family has nothing to do with entrepreneurship or things like that. I live in a very, very modest, normal apartment in Germany. My mother is cleaning and my dad is truck driver, so as you can see, this is so normal, and they couldn't help me either. So I was just with my own goals there, and I had to do something, but I didn't know where to start. And as I already said, whenever I want something, I really give my best in order to achieve it. So I started researching. I did it anyway, even though I didn't know where to start. I just started somewhere, and somewhen I was actually able to find the path to success. And I researched about other countries and how incorporating a company and operating a company is there. And I found it so fascinating how easy and cheap it is to incorporate a company somewhere else and just be able to work from there or from anywhere you want. So I flew here to Cyprus, I made some signatures, and I had my company already. I felt like in Germany every legal process is very complex, and therefore I didn't really enjoy doing those things, even though Germany should be very modern as you hear about them. And yes, of course, this is important, and this might be a reason why, a very big reason why Germany is so successful and structured and organized. But I felt like some things are just unnecessary and over exaggerated. Some other things about that topic is, for example, when you want to listen to music in public, officially you have to pay money for the GEMA in order to be able to run the music and listen to the music with other people, which obviously most people don't do, but it is something you would need to do. For example, if you're running a local business, a cafe, restaurant, whatever, even though you just have 2 clients a day or 20 clients a day. So you get the point. How should someone start their own business if they have to pay for so many different things? Now, something even more funny and something I don't understand is when someone wants to start a lemonade stand, like you see it in movies, for example, kids selling their lemonades. Officially, you even need a business for that, because you are generating income and you of course need to pay taxes on the income. Yes, there is some cap that you can earn without taxes, but you need a business for generating money. I don't want to say anything bad about it. I just talk about it how it is in a neutral, objective way. And obviously I want to have a family in the future, and I want to have kids that sell their lemonades without worrying about what could go wrong, or if the police shows up, and I don't know what would happen then. So I realized I have many opportunities, and I don't want to be put into a box. Even though some people accept everything, it's fine for them. They can be happy in Germany. I, of course, could also be happy in Germany, but it is just that I have opportunities to do elsewhere on the other hand. So why should I stay there if I could also move to Cyprus, have a nice lifestyle here, and basically get most of the things that I get there just with some benefits. I hope you get what I mean. And that is why I decided to actually do the step. I moved out and I'm living abroad now. And now I'm also going to talk about why I chose especially Cyprus as a country to live in, so definitely stick around. So as I already said, when I was living in Bali, I had some friends that were living here. They told me about how awesome Cyprus is, and they talked about all the benefits here. So I joined a Facebook group, and there were other people talking about Cyprus and the way of living here. And then I just give it a shot, and I came here. I saw the cheap rental prices, the mindset of the people here. I met some other people that were similar, that were doing similar things that I'm doing, and I fell in love with the island, as I said, and I love the variety of nature here, as well as beaches and culture. And I also have a separate video where I talk about why I moved to Cyprus and why other people could benefit from living in Cyprus. You can watch that video if you want to get more points about that. But this is basically the main reason and the main reasons why I decided for Cyprus. Obviously also the beach. I just love the ability to go to the beach in a very hot summer, not having rain and storms every week, even though it's summer, and having a cold climate. Yes, I do love having a hot coffee in the winter and just sitting in front of a fireplace, but most of the time I would prefer a hot climate, a warm climate, and in the winter I obviously also visit my family in Germany when it is Christmas, and I have this cold climate as well. So yes, it was a very emotional step in the beginning, and it was quite hard to just do it anyway, but I did it. I ignored my fears and the pessimistic views of other people when I talked to them about what I wanted to do. And I knew that I will gain so much experience and knowledge in the long term from it. I will be able to talk to my kids about what I did, and this is something I really enjoy, and this is something I'm really grateful for, as well as the lifestyle that I'm having here and the people that I meet here. I can improve myself every day, talk with people every day that just believe in me and that support me, and that they have also great ideas that will help me as well. And when I see my family and friends today, for example, or in some weeks, and we sit in front of each other, we just have so much more to talk about. I feel like the connection between my family and my friends is much deeper and closer, even though I'm not really there. It's because I really appreciate them now, and when we see each other, it is something special to see the faces of your family and friends. It's not guaranteed every day that you see each other, and maybe even sometimes argue with each other because you are bored or you don't want to see them now. You really are looking forward to meeting those people, and I think this is something really beautiful. And if you like these kinds of videos, definitely make sure to subscribe to this channel. I will make more awesome videos in the future. Don't forget to like this video. If you have any questions about these topics, definitely make sure to leave a comment, and I will see you in the next video.